This is a video I did a while back called Daily Postural Exercises to Prevent Everything, question mark. So I'll zoom in here. So some corrections I want to make on my own posture. And I just made a video on Nate's rules, and one of them I remember mentioning that you should look in a mirror or record yourself and you can see little things that you're doing wrong. And this is actually not a little thing, I think it's kind of big. You can see that when my arms are up, I'm really arching my back here. Now, the core muscle that will remove this is your gluteal muscle, which will help tuck your butt. So let's play this. Give her that audio. So he's showing there to keep your hips underneath you, don't let them sway forward, which is good and important. Or he, as in me. And that's good right there. But let's move forward. See if we can see another one here with the hands behind the back is a big one. Look at all that curve when I do that. So I'm good with the head. The chest is up. Let's move back just a hair. That's way too much lumbar curve, really forcing it forward. So you want to try to stretch. It's these paraspinal muscles that are the issue. You got to tighten that glute in order to tuck down. So I'm going to put a video here to show you how to avoid arching your back too much. And some people keep their back arched all day too, and that's not good either. So that's part of your posture, is the core and the glutes working together, and that stretches that lumbar spine. Now some people don't have that curve, that forward curve. Their spine's more flat. But for most people I do see it's the forward curve that we're battling against. So let's watch this video. Alright, so just some quick corrections on some posture exercises, and these are important, especially when you're standing. You want to try to raise the chest, lengthen, and you can see how the curve increases a little bit in the lower back. So I want to tuck that in just a hair, but first you got to lengthen. That's the first step there. Back up a hair just so you can see the core is in tight, and I'm tucking as best as I can, trying to keep my chest up. So this is a contraction of our abdominals, our glutes, what we call our rhomboid muscles, that pinch. And I'm also using the scalenes, the neck flexor muscles, to try to drive that head back. And a lot of people you'll see they'll be leaning back a little bit, too much like that, and that's creating too much curve there. So that's why I got to really get that core right first. Now you'll see bringing the arms up will often bring that curvature there, which you want to avoid. You want to try to squeeze those rhomboids and those neck flexors, but you also want to get that core tight, really tuck that butt underneath you. You'll feel that stretch so much more, and that's going to be a major difference. And then when you're doing that, you'll be stretching those muscles, really contracting the gluteals, forcing that core in and the spine in a lengthened position. And everything else in the video was good there. Same thing when you're going down, you want to try not to be here. Try to get that core tight and the glute tight, so you're reducing that lumbar curve, and then going down the same way, slow, don't let that curve increase, and then you'll get a much better stretch, and you'll feel the stretch earlier than you would if you're, got that lumbar curve there. So you want to try to reduce that as best you can. And that goes for the lat stretch too, which the video showed. You can't see it from this direction, but those hips will drop. But what you want is not the hip to rotate to anterior. You want to try to keep it in the center, but you do want the hip to drop on that side. So that's different. That's a lateral tilt and not an anterior rotation. So you're keeping your core tight, glute tight a lot, trying to keep that hip down, core tight, glute tight, arm up. So it looks like this from the side. I'm holding that there instead of this, because this you're not getting the good stretch and you're allowing that low joint to jam in. So you gotta tuck that butt, hold that, and then squeeze, and that'll get the lat a lot more. You'll feel it so much better. So when I do this, I don't feel anything. When I tighten, that's when I feel it there. Otherwise, everything else was good. Even when you're doing these, watch that low back, tuck in. See the difference there? Lengthening. There we go. And other people have different issues, but a lot of people do have this going on, that, oh look, but too much curve. And when they go back, they tend to do this. They actually jut their head forward. So yeah, you're pulling the shoulders back, but you're not doing any of the other muscles. You're not doing the neck flexors, you're not getting the abs, you're not getting the glutes. So it's a combination of those four, which I refer to as the frag muscles. So abs, glutes, neck flexors, rhomboids. So you're not throwing the shoulders, you're not arching, you're not getting that belly out. You want to get that stomach in there. So another trick is to place the hands above the head and push up against your hands. You'll notice I'll get a curve in the back when I do that. So you want to really suck your tailbone as you lengthen. Squeeze your glutes. That's a good way to feel that upright posture. So if you're hunched up, you'll automatically lengthen. Then you gotta squeeze the glutes, get your tailbone tucked. You don't want that arch in your back. That's different positions like we showed before. Pushing back against your hands, or forward in your hands. Keep the glutes squeezed, core tight. One more time. Hands above the head, raise up, lengthen, glute squeeze. Get a good stretch there. That's what you want to feel.